There we go. I just got to mute the screen here, but this is what I was out to do, and realized that Janos was streaming, so I decided to pop in there and exude a little bit of my humor. I don't think Janos gets my humor yet, but I'm sure in time he will. But anyways, yeah, let's do some drawing. You can see in the page here I was drawing with a ballpoint pen. Ballpoint pen doesn't really get picked up very well by this one camera, but I'm going to use my Tombow pen today, and kind of like the same premise. I'm just going to go over to FiguroSity and turn on my pose generator, and probably set my pose generator up for, say, here I'm just going to repose. Let's take a look here. I like 2-minute poses. I don't like going too quick or too slow. Yeah, we'll just go smooth body. Doesn't really make a difference. I'm going to take out the back. I want to kind of just focus on the front of the characters. Like, I've had FiguroSity now for a few years and use it just to practice with. So yeah, let's get started. And if anybody pops into the chat, just say hi. If I'm paying attention to the chat. I have a bad habit of not paying attention, but anyways, let's go. We'll flip the page and start drawing. Make sure I'm in Zoom here. And just trying to figure out what I want to do for today. This is definitely a pen I haven't used in a little bit, so standing on like a cylinder. So their hands right here. Oops, kind of lifted the page there. There, it switches to that. Basically now, what I'm going to try to do is just indicate the muscles, overlaps, perhaps. Oh, and I got a little too close with this one. Try to describe the hands a bit, but I got a little too close to this one. can definitely tell I haven't drawn with this pen in a little bit, so yeah, this is the problem. I got too close to the other one. I need to give myself some space. And that head, the proportion's way off on that head. Oh well. Why did it switch? Been drawing digitally a lot lately, so that head is great. Kind of reminds me of one of those like characters from Beetlejuice or whatever. Just funny. Just rework the head. Just pay a little bit more attention to what's happening, what's going on. If I mess stuff up, sometimes I go in and just focus a little bit harder then. Arms like really coming at you. Good and sloppy. Oh well, good way to start out. And then some of these poses are super dynamic as well, so this one's crazy dynamic. Let's start with a different part of the pose. Start with his hand. And that's another thing I'm trying to do is starting drawings from different spots. And I would assume that it's going to help me with my my proportions through observation. His other arm goes back. You can just see little remnants of it back here, and his leg comes right at you. How's it going? Aaron Ram? Orion? It's going pretty good. I just gotta break into drawing here. There we go. This one is looking a lot better than the first one. But I don't have very much room to do my work of overlap form. So what I'm going to do is just I'll just do sections of the body focused on where I'm going to overlap my forms. To kind of suggest anatomy. Even though I'm not really digging too deep into the anatomy. There's kind of a sloppy little lag, but oh well, getting it done. This is one of those sections here through the arm and how it connects to the chest. And this guy's got like super ripply little abs in here. You can see his ribs. And his neck is kind of hokey. You can see his jaw, on the side of his face. There, just in the zoom here, or the picture. Yeah, form is way wonky, and this is just because I haven't been drawing, but my form can get a little wonky sometimes. Trying to fix that through just studying. Did some life drawing the other day. I don't think it went as well as I was hoping it was going to go, but you know, I got I rated some vertical space there. This is good. I need to work with this stuff. I can't see too much. Like the figure is so whited out that you can't even really see the forms. And how they overlap. Like it is really hard to see. Definitely not the sharpest today, but hopefully I'm learning something here. Like even when I look back at the other ones, I'm bunching stuff up here. Let's focus over here. I'm going to move this in front of me so I can see it a little bit better. There we go. I kind of drop that into the bar. Where did my OBS go? There we go. Why is my Gmail attached to this? Alright. There we go. Let's just get rid of my screen in the background. I have no idea what is going on here. Sorry, when you try to move screens when you're working midway here. Oh, that's a little bit better. That other screen doesn't light up the same way. Don't mind me, I'm just rambling. Alright. Minimize that. Here, I'll scooch this over a little bit. I'll try not to get my hand in the way either. see the lag. I'm not 100% sure where the front of her leg is going. I don't really know why it's blocked out. Oh, no, just because it's just her knee. There we go. Yeah. The born arm got a little bit small there. That arm got crazy. Yeah, my proportions are rocking today. I am rocking the proportions. That's sarcasm. Some funny arms. Alright. Yeah, you just gotta be bad to be good. That was a little off here. Some weirdness going on here today. My proportions, I have no idea why my proportions are so out of whack today. drawings are horribly awful today. Oh well. Maybe I should have started with some warm-ups. Yeah. Maybe I could save some face here, but doing some nice ones here. But once again, it's so washed out. It's hard really to one crazy looking fist. Excuse me. He does have a fist down here. This is why it's important to draw every day, folks. Come back to not drawing and realize that you suck even more than you sucked the last time you drew. Oh, thank you. It's me, Tamar. What I should have done is I should have started out with, some general form exercises. Just drawing forms in space just to get my control and basically mind and hand moving at the same rhythm. find when I'm working digitally, I tighten up a lot. Spine kind of crinkled there, but yeah, think about the, what kind of form I'm looking at. Like this character standing here would be, well, they have like a horizon line down here, so, and then over as it gets closer to the ground, it should get softer, but that angle should be a little bit more extreme. It just gets you thinking more in how the forms are moving in space. Same with these torsos. How they're moving in space as well. The pelvis is going to be tilted a little bit, like so. You're going to have your shoulder, but you're going to have obviously your arm is going to be moving away from you. There's the head on a stick. But maybe I should have started out with some more simple form and then started working into more stuff like this. Here you're going to have probably a torso that's doing something like this. And then moving down, and a pelvis that is tilting away like such. Center line in there. I got my notes from Janos up here about the I guess the 7 the important parts of identifying your value by using your core shadows and your bounce light, cast shadows, terminator, highlights, and midtones. Oh, also your ambient occlusion to indicate form while using value. But where are we at right now? I don't even know where we're at. Woo! I got a mouse that likes to jump around like crazy. Alright, we are at 36 minutes, and I'm going to just keep on going. This may have been a rough start, but I guess we can always finish it well. I find if I don't work on ellipses on a daily, they start to get really, really, really nasty. Really nasty. Alright, let's go to I'm just kind of clicking through. That's a really high angle. Like, some of these poses are just so obscure that I don't, unless you're doing like real dynamic illustrations, like for comics and stuff like that, some of these packs might not make a whole lot of sense. So I'm just gonna just going. You do see a little bit of the box. Oh, my nose is itchy. You do see some of the back. I think that would be even thinner. But then you have your legs that come out like this. Can see the other leg traveling here. Get the heel here, heel there, and the arm itself is coming back like this, and this guy is moving forward. Neck is jutting outward. There we go. Just an odd pose. Definitely pen exploits mistakes. So even though I'm making lots of mistakes, I'm definitely learning from those mistakes by realizing right away that stuff doesn't look right. And when it looks right, it looks right. When it doesn't, it doesn't. And then you get into just a flow and a rhythm. But hey, you know, drawing's all about exploring. It's all about having fun. Just don't be hard on yourself. You know, I like to pick up myself, but I know I can do better. But I accept it for what it is. You know, just another day drawing. Some days you have good days, and some days you have bad days. But the most important part is to just keep on going, keep on having fun, and just enjoy the process. Here we go, we're sitting at 41 minutes now. Usually I don't like to be overly long with these, but here we go. We'll take a look at basically what we're looking at for that one skull. Just gets my brain thinking about how forms are, you know, like the pelvis itself. Because even this leg here, it's moving towards you in space, and say this is the kneecap. Identifying form. This one has more of it. Foot. Right. Crazy poses. Flip the page anyways. Start fresh. It's going to take my time now and really think about what I'm doing. Oops. Center line. Tilt the pelvis. That's a super tilt, but that's all right. We do get a little bit of a front knee here. such an awkward pose. That tilt of the pelvis is a little heavy. I don't think I needed to tilt it that much. Something like that probably would have sufficed. The back tilt of her shoulders probably be better. Probably something more like that. And once again, it's just so whited out. You know, if they're gonna make figures this white, they gotta separate them from the background or something. I really don't know what they need to do. It's awful to look at just because it's so washed out. Holy smokes, I am just shit in the bed today when it comes to drawing here today, man. Holy smokes, I am just not having a good time with getting my proportions and stuff down. Like, it is awful. Like, and also seeing what I'm looking at not working out. Whew. The head is massively small. That was a little bit better, but this arm could have definitely been longer. It could have come out to about here. Hello. Yeah, like some of these poses are bananas. Like, there's no reason for it. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Like even the dude's feet are anchored and back. That's definitely better. Better proportion. But the other ones, ugh. Sorry, I'm just selecting new poses by clicking through, and my pose generator is not actually turning over drawing by drawing, but it might actually help if I just sped things up and quit thinking about it so much. Like this one is extreme. Just loosen up. Maybe I'm gripping my pen too tight today. Maybe I'm thinking too hard. Could be a whole bunch of reasons why. Alright, you are getting a piece of the hip here. Once again, the proportion of the head is way too small for this is pen will expose all of that. Like in theory, the head for that upper body should be, you know, something more in the neighborhood like that. That's a big long chin though. That's alright. Then you have the back and, you know, the shoulder, and that goes back to this, to that elbow, and into the hand. Thumb. And then you get the knee coming out. That head is massive. That's like super massive chin. Massive chin. Poor little crash dummy heads. Alright. Getting totally sloppy. Oh, somebody's gonna get all fired up on Discord now and start pumping the buttons on Discord. So you can definitely see that the ballpoint, my form was a heck of a lot better. Could also be too from switching from one pen to the next. But who knows? Could even be me today, but who knows? Oh yeah. Somebody's definitely getting fired up on Discord. It's time to go on to Discord and like everything. Some funny looking ears. But ears like sticking way out. Nice. Like it. Big bulky beefy neck. If that's the case, then he needs huge. This is just me goofing around. Just goofing around. I haven't really been studying too much anatomy lately, and I haven't been drawing very much anatomy in my sketchbooks. I really gotta get back to a healthy level of I can definitely see that things are kind of slipping away on me here. You focus on one thing for a while, and then you realize that other things start to slip, and over the years it's kind of been that process of back and forth, trying to stay sharp, but at the same time, when you focus on one thing, you realize that other things suffer. And trying to keep all those ships sailing at the same time can be challenging. Especially when you're you're dealing with life and situations, and it can be tough to balance all the pieces and the essential growth of drawing. Funny. It's just very stagnant too, not a overly dynamic image by any means. this is where you could start to utilize the stuff that we're doing before. As I draw more and more, and then switch, you know, me drawing, taking the poses themselves and then drawing basically from imagination. Tend to get a better sense. This is just random, so random. Oh, it's been an hour and 9 minutes. I think it's almost time for me to tap out now. At least I did some drawing, and just gotta work on some more fundamental stuff. And oh man, my nose is so dry and so itchy today. Stacking forms. That's how we do it. My brain defaults to Brokendraws, exercises, start working on form and stuff. Definitely these drawings look a little stiff, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe perhaps there. The head itself is wonky. I think revisiting some you know, head anatomy and stuff like that will help. Pick away at stuff like that. With a really crazy low angle. Oh yeah. Now I'm just getting to the point where I'm just kind of screwed around. This person has an extremely odd-shaped head. they have a tattoo or a helmet on that has like little, I don't know, suction cups. Alright, and they have their sideburns. And they're wearing some big shoulder pads or something. Complete it with a little bit of who knows? Who knows? Definitely, I really enjoy drawing with the brush pen. I just, it's definitely one of those drawing instruments that you need to constantly be working with in order to stay fresh with it, fresh with the weighted line. I really don't know what I'm drawing, and nor does it really matter. Just exploring line and form and like a gas mask. Nice. Looks like a fly gas mask. Nice. Needs like a some earpieces on it. See, this is what starts to happen after you break out and draw for a bit. Things just start to, you start to see things and things start to form, and that's the fun of drawing, is exploring the line, but then putting it into context using, you know, what you've learned from drawing your simple forms and putting it all into a believable environment. And that's all I had to do, is loosen off my hand, focus more on just using the very tip of the brush pen. You know, those are sloppy, but the brain's just trying to recognize, you know, a context in space. You know, how is this situated into something that I understand, in an environment that I understand? And then when the brain understands that, and it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect perspective or anatomy, it's just looking for the pieces to connect the dots to help it make sense of what it's seeing and what it's trying to understand. And when you like that, it makes it much easier. Went from gestures into breaking into just random drawing from imagination stuff, but this is where the fun is taking all those things that you've put together and making sense of it all. Anyways, I'm going to end this live stream because my wife is home, and everybody take it easy.